made it to the track. Haven't unloaded the car yet. It has been sprinkling rain on and off. I don't think it's going to cancel, but just wait until the last minute to get the car out. I don't want to get it wet and then have to end up maybe possibly loading it back up, but I think we're going to be good. Well, hot laps didn't go so great. Track was super wet, super slick, but we start second row outside in a heat race. It's only 4 of us in the heat race, and then there's another heat race that's got 3 cars, so we got 7 cars total. It's not bad. Could be better. Wish it was better. It'll get better. So we ran our heat race, and it was pretty bad, guys. Just got y'all cleaned up. Started second row outside, and well, that's about where we finished. The car was super tight. Track didn't dry off and slick up like I thought it was, so we made some adjustments, and we're gonna give it another try. Well, we didn't have a very good night of racing. Track was super wet and sloppy early, if you couldn't tell here by looking at all this mud. And look at all that. That's probably 4 inches thick right there. Bent my quarter panel trying to get it out of the trailer. It's done got cold. Hot cold. It was 80 degrees yesterday and now it's like 50. So I'm not gonna wash today. Got some birthday party stuff I gotta go attend. So it's the grandma's birthday party, can't miss that. So I'm gonna just put it in the shop. We broke something last night in the feature race. We made about a half a lap. Something broke. It's either a left rear axle or a left rear drive flange. Hoping it's the drive flange. So I'm gonna just back it on straight up in the shop and get that checked out so I can get some parts ordered first thing in the morning. So just a little recap on what happened. We went to the feature race. We started, I think it was 3rd row inside. Took the green flag, had a great run down to turn 1. As I was coming out of turn 2, I felt a jerk. I thought somebody hit me. And then the car was like high revving. Like I was mashing on it and it wasn't going anywhere. So, made another lap. About spun it out in 3 and 4 the next turn and kind of dove to the infield a little bit. but it spun out really easy on me. I don't normally do that, but so I did. And I said, okay, something's wrong. So I pulled off the track, looked under the car, couldn't see anything obvious. So I thought, okay, I lost high gear in the transmission. So I get back to the pits a little bit later, and so I just make a few laps around the pits, or one lap around the pits, throw it in high gear, and it's pulling. Well, and then we got this. You can see that only the right side wheel is pulling as I backed it up in the shop here. So we got some left rear issues. I don't know if it's axle or drive flange, but it's one of the two. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull some body panels off this thing. Try not to get all this mud in my shop. And get the rear end jacked up, pull that left rear tire off, and see what we can find in there. If y'all can see this or not, I'm gonna try to keep some light in it. As we turn this, I can hear some grinding right in here towards the end. So I'm really hoping that just this drive flange is stripped out, because it's splined on the axle and splined inside of here. If that's the case, it'll be an easy, quick fix, relatively cheap. This thing's only about 70 bucks. Probably go ahead and grab me 2 of them, have me a spare. All right, so the drive flange is it's still pretty good. The axle, this end is still pretty good. Still good there. These splines here, I can see they're kind of wore a little bit, but they don't look stripped out or anything. So we got some more issues. I'm gonna pull all this apart and clean all this out, but I'm not gonna do that right now because I want to get it washed and get it back in the shop. I don't want to tear all this down and have to put it back together just to pull it out and wash it. So I'm gonna wait on that. And if we're going further up into there, that's beyond my expertise. I'm gonna call in some reinforcements on that one. So all I can tell really from the rear end is, looking up through the tube with a flashlight, I'm pretty sure the splines on the center section of the rear end are stripped out. I don't know anything about tearing down a quick change rear end, or just that part can be replaced. I don't have a clue, but I guess I'm about to learn. Well, we got it washed up late yesterday evening, and it's back in the shop. Fixing to pull this axle out. I gotta measure it and see how long it is so I can get a new one ordered. Get the new spool ordered. And I gotta start getting this rear end out of here. I think that's gonna be a job. About time you showed up. So I think that's gonna wrap this video up. I'm gonna make a video this week on getting this thing out of the car, tearing it down, putting the new parts in it, put it back in the car and everything. So be looking for that one at the end of the week.